I was really blessed with this one today, meeting Serena and Calvin, seeing the positive energy that they give back into the community. It's just so good to see these days. We need more people like that. So I was really blessed with this one. So the football cage is about 5 to 10 minute walk from the train station. Not far at all. I always feel a certain energy when I walk into these cages. I always feel like this is where players are made, like where they're really made, that grit and determination. Just a quick, nice and simple dribbling drill, a straight line and a bit of a curved run. Now this is a pressing drill, really good to practice because you're getting a bit of game realistic movement in. The sideways movement and then having to squeeze up and press that ball in front of you. Really good, and it does burn the calves and thighs, you know, really good for fitness. Just before I interviewed this lad, the parents were contacted and consent was given.
So I'm over here in Rayners Lane Football Court with Josh. Do we actually know the name of this court?
It's called the Beacon Centre.
Beacon Centre, okay. And I've seen Josh over here, obviously getting his drills in, practicing, which I think is really good. Obviously, other kids sat indoors, probably on the Xbox, and he's getting plenty of touches in over here, so that's really good. So, Josh, how long have you been using this court for, mate?
I've been using this court for around 3 years now, and it's very useful because there are lots of facilities. Like there's a gym over there which
Yeah.
you can use to stay fit, and there's lots of space around it, so you can pretty much do a lot.
Yeah. And another thing, Josh, is obviously you've got the community centre just over there. Have you been using that at all since you've been here?
I used to use it like around 2 years ago for karate and badminton.
Ah, brilliant. So they've got stuff like that available in there, yeah? And is it like a friendly community centre? They're very welcoming when you go in?
Yeah, they're quite welcoming.
Brilliant. So you say you've been using that about 2 years?
Yeah.
Do you know other people that use it as well?
Yeah.
Do they have positive stuff to say about it?
Yeah.
Ah, that's brilliant. So we've got something in the community, obviously, that we can use in and get out and about. Okay. And Josh, just a quick one, mate. Who do you play for? Are you currently playing for a football team?
No, I haven't got a team yet, but I'm practicing, so hopefully I can get into one before the season starts.
Oh, brilliant. So you're looking for a club now, yeah? Okay. And Josh, what team do you support, mate?
I support Man City.
Man City. And who's your favourite player?
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden. Why is Phil Foden your favourite player?
He's quite technical.
Yep.
It motivates me to improve, to be like him.
Brilliant. Okay. And what position do you want to play yourself, mate?
Cam.
You want to be a cam, do you? What skills do you think you're going to need for that, which you could learn in here, possibly?
To practice my turns a lot.
Okay, brilliant. Yes, you could probably do that by playing the ball as well off the fence and receiving it back and doing your turn. Yeah, that's a good one. What else do you think you'd need, mate?
Lots of like fake shots, feints.
Brilliant. Yeah, again, and you've got all the space in here to do it. Well, listen, Josh, mate, it's been really good to meet you today. Really good to see you practicing over here and actually someone making use of these facilities. And obviously, I hope you find a team soon as well. And good luck with it in the future. Nice to meet you, mate, okay? Take care.
I love this heading drill because it kind of represents that ball sort of bouncing in the box and you're reacting and picking out that corner, that free space to finish. And I'm just trying to guide it into the corners, okay? Again, just looking to pick them corners out. I've put the cones there for a reason, just to make sure I can pick them corners out. make sure you get that left foot in as well. Okay, this drill represents pushing off the player. If you're doing this against the cage, you're going to get a lot stronger, and it's going to really represent that game situation where you've got to push off that player to receive the ball. You are going to be a lot stronger from practicing these. Crossbar challenge, and this time I was feeling really positive. No excuses. You can literally use anything to practice. Something a little bit different compared to doing the usual pull-ups.
Okay, that's me done in the beacon cage today in Rayners Lane. The things that I think are good about this court: spacious, so much space. Look here, it's massive. So much space. You could actually have 2 games on going across. You could have one across that side and one across that side. Really, really good space. Now, the cage, the fencing, strong all round. So from the bottom to the top, really strong and sturdy. You know that ball's coming back to you. I'm just going to show you. So you know whatever pace it's coming back, it's going to be the same. Look, so strong off there, and as you go higher up, exactly the same, bounces back off. Next thing that is really good, the markings. They've got decent markings, because you know it is fading a bit, but it's decent because they've got enough markings. They've got enough. It's good. I like this as well. Someone's actually done little markings with chalk, which you can always do as well, remember. The other thing, the goals. Look at the size of the goals. They are big goals. So you're probably going to struggle if you are a lot younger in this cage with the size of that. Because, you know, they are big goals. And look how high they are as well. They're really high. Again, basketball hoops again for practice. Get your heading in, really good. And the netting's good, it's secure. There's a little hole there, look, but the rest of it is strong and good. And I'll show you now. Look at that. Just keeping it in and bringing it back at some pace, look. So that's decent, keeping the ball in. The other thing that's good is the camera. So they have got cameras, which is good, so you know you're going to be safe. There is lights as well there, look, yeah, just behind it in each corner, which is good. So overall good facility. You've got a community centre just in there, and obviously the fitness area outside. You know, it's good, it's good, you know. And there are options of other little things that which I use. Look, the these bike racks. I actually use these as just a little drill as well. So bin over there if you need to get rid of your rubbish. So overall, I'm impressed with this one. This one's good. You can definitely get a lot of training what you need in over here. So overall, very happy with it. And
sorry, let me get out my little
Okay, so I'm here with Serena today on the Rayners Lane estate. Can you tell us a bit about what you do and what's positive about it on this estate, please?
Yeah, so I'm a youth worker for a charity called Ignite, and we're actually based here. And we run lots of different activities for the young people in and around the area, one of which is sports activities, so football and basketball. And the cage is really integral for that, because it's a space that we can utilise, that young people can go in with us and do positive activities, but they can also access it by themselves as well. So it's good for socializing.
Okay, yeah.
It's good for keeping fit. It's good for building rapport as well as youth workers. It's a really great tool to be able to play some sport and talk to young people, and also just for the local community as well. We have a nursery here, so the nursery children use it, and there's also the sort of park gym, so I've seen the older people come and use that. I've seen mums come and use that, so it's like multi-purpose, and it's a great way of the community coming together and being able to sort of socialise while having fun, keeping fit and building good relationships.
So I suppose you've seen positive changes then since you've been here from this area?
I would say so, because it is quite multicultural here.
Okay.
And so it's good to be able to have a space where cultures can mix and see that there's not that much difference between us. We're all pretty much the same.
Exactly.
And so I think that is definitely a positive change, that young people can feel safe and come together and play together and get to know each other, and that's just positive for them as young people and for the community as well.
So Serena, I'd like to ask you now the changes that you've seen from the society you grew up in compared to the society and probably pressures in today.
Yeah, so I was born in the early 80s. So I was a generation where we still played out, we still knocked for each other. I grew up on an estate in North London. We had a park right in the middle of the estate, so we would all come together. We would all be playing out till quite late, but all our parents could see us, so it wasn't a problem. So I felt quite safe, and I knew everybody, and everybody knew me, and my mum knew everybody, and there was lots of different cultures, but we all knew each other. And it was its own little small community within London, and I think as time has gone on, we've kind of lost that, because we've had a lot of regentrification, a lot of houses or flats have been knocked down, a lot of people have moved away, and you kind of lose that community spirit, and you have to work really hard to rebuild that. And if there aren't individuals that want to do that, it makes it a lot more difficult. Also, when I grew up, I didn't get a mobile phone until I was a late teenager. There wasn't any social media. So we were out and about more, we were talking more, we were using our imagination more, we were doing a lot more fun things. We weren't inundated with so much information, and there wasn't as much comparing. And I think that can really affect how young people interact today, and their perception and their view of what's going on around them and the pressures that are on them. And also, as a youth worker, I've been a youth worker for over like 15 years, a long time, because I started when I was a teenager as well. And there was a lot more funding, there was a lot more opportunities,
definitely.
And a lot of that's been cut now. I remember when I first started, there was several different pots that you could apply to, and it was easier to get funding, it was easier to do things. And now, because there's such demand for it, and there's so many different organisations that need funding, and there's a lot of demand, but there's not as much money, so it's limited in terms of what you can do. And I think that's really changed what young people can access, because of the cost of living, because it's so expensive to live here now. Parents have to prioritise rent and food and things like that, so those extracurricular activities that youth clubs would have provided, they're not as in abundance as they were when I was growing up. Even just going to the local adventure playground, we used to go there and get free ice lollies and things, and it sounds little, it sounds quite small, but it was a really good memory, good core memories, and I knew a lot of people, and that helped to build confidence. And I think that's one of the challenges with the changes that have happened today in this day and age, but that's what organisations that I work for and other organisations like that are trying to change and bring back that cohesion and that community spirit, especially with young people.
Do you know what? I really understand what you're saying there, because I grew up as well with adventure playgrounds, so I really understand the benefit of what I got from them. And knowing that there's less of them, there's hardly any of them around today. And then I suppose what you've said as well is, due to funding, you're almost up against it as a charity, because you're up against it because you're almost fighting and competing against others, which shouldn't be happening, just to get the funding, aren't you, really?
But then I think one of the positive things is there's a lot of collaboration, so we try and work collaboratively so that we can offer things for all the young people that we're engaging, because each organisation sort of has a different target
Yes, yeah.
So there's different, some might be more general, some might be they're targeting young people that have specific needs.
Got you.
But we can still all work together, and so even if there's a small amount of funding, we can bring resources in terms of us as youth workers, our skills and things like that. So
Yeah.
on that hand, that's a good thing, and that's how we make it work. We try and make it work anyway.
Yeah. Right, I got one more question for you, and actually I've got two for you. So what football team do you support?
Okay, so I'm not a massive football fan, but I do watch it. So I grew up in North London. My postcode was N1. I was near Highbury, so
Okay, Arsenal fan,
Arsenal, yeah, definitely for Arsenal.
And who was your role model growing up? Who was someone you looked up to growing up when you were growing up?
Gosh, there were a few people. Like I grew up. My mum took us to church, so we had youth workers in church.
Okay,
so I had
yeah.
a mentor there. I had a mentor called Tabitha. She was like in her early 20s, and she just had a really positive effect on me because I was very quiet as a young person, and she really pushed me to do things. Oh, Serena, come and do this, come and do that, stand up front, help me organise this. And she was a real mentor, and I think that's what inspired me to get into youth work as well, because of what she did. I had some really good teachers actually at school. I had a couple of teachers that really encouraged me. My mum was a single parent, so it was pretty tough for her, but there was one uncle that used to always come and visit us, and that was like the male role model for me. So I had a few actually, and actually I'll go back to Arsenal as well. Ian Wright was quite and like I said, I didn't have a lot of male role models, but I remember my brothers watching football, and I would always hear Ian Wright's name, and I don't know why, it was just every time I see him I like have fond memories.
Do you think that is his energy as well? His energy is just spreads, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Even watching him commentate now, if he's on, I'm like, oh, it's Ian Wright, let me go and see that. So yeah, I had a few. I think I was very blessed to have a few different people, and also just my mum working really hard because she had 4 of us. She was a single parent, and seeing her work ethic really helped. So yeah, I had a few that fed into me, and I think that really helped the decision in terms of me doing youth work and trying to give back to the community. So
yeah. Well, listen, Serena, thanks for your time. Really much appreciated today. You can see, obviously, you've got good energy.
Yeah,
you can see that what you're going to be doing is your passion, and it's going to be helping others.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said about your experiences there, that's going to be passed on to the future generation.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can continue that energy and continue what you're doing. Hopefully you get more funding as well. I'd love to see that for you. And thanks for your time, and good luck for the future. Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Take care.
Right, so I'm here with Calvin at Rayners Lane. Unbelievable, we've already had a crazy football chat already about his experience. He has got so much experience of football, so he's going to share that with you now. So Calvin, it's been good to talk to you. Can you tell me about this area, what you do in this area, and what you use your experience to help these youths in this area, please, mate?
Yeah, so I'm a youth worker and mentor. So I'll go into schools and mentor young people. We run projects, after school projects. So for example, social sport on a Wednesday, we have a whole heap of kids come down. We play football, basketball with them, interact with them, kind of get to see how their day was. If they have any issues, they come and talk to us, and we kind of put them in the right direction. Yeah, my thing is to the young people is always be open. Because obviously you don't know what avenues and what doors can be open, you just being open. And the person that you see tomorrow could be the person that puts you in the right direction in the future. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And like when I was just over there, when I met you, you coming over, your energy was fantastic, and I can already, that passes on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what you're doing with these youths is going to obviously be passed on to others. What football experience do you bring with them as well? Like what football, because you've got a lot. So what footballing wise, what else do you bring to them as well?
Football wise, I think because obviously I've played the non-league, obviously growing up, I've gone in academies, so I know the setbacks that it can give you. So it's also like kind of giving them that kind of narrative of like, don't give up. because
Got ya.
one person's opinion of you could be another person's opinion of you could be different.
Yes,
So
yeah.
that's just in general in life, not even just with football. So I kind of use a lot of like the football setbacks and like positives that I've had to then use it in like day-to-day life, which can be used.
So how did you find that yourself then? Because when you've obviously played football in a lot of different areas, got great experience with that. How was that for you going into sort of different changing rooms and different environments? How do you feel your openness kind of helped you with that and meet new people?
Massively. Like I've been lived in London my whole life, and when I went to uni, I moved to Portsmouth. So a completely different ball
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
It's not like London at all. And I'm walking into a change room, and obviously it's first team, so different set of people, different way of life. And to be fair, just being open, like it opens doors, because then they're like, oh, you're a good player, and then it also they kind of see what kind of person I am. So, for example, one person that I was in the change room with in my first team I played for in Portsmouth, he actually got me work experience in Portsmouth College
Wow,
2 years
yes,
later.
yeah.
So, and that's just because of the person that I kind of was to him. So, yeah, that's why I always say just keep open and just be positive in who you interact with, because you just don't know what doors can open.
Yeah, I got you. So I can tell that as well. So you're definitely someone who'd be employable. Do you know what I mean? And then if the kids are learning this off you, then that's going to make them employable as well, isn't it? So,
100%.
so Calvin, what changes have you seen growing up, obviously in this area? What changes have you seen back from when you were growing up compared to today?
Yeah, so none of this was here. I can tell you that for a fact. When I used to growing up here, I used to come and it just used to be all green. So even like the corner shop that's just over there, that wasn't there. There was actually
So you didn't even have a shop?
nah, there was a shop like right at the end of the strip, but literally it was just green, and like this beacon center wasn't here. There's actually another beacon center that was further up, but yeah, none of these flats were here. None of these flats were here at all, and like they're lucky they've got a cage, because we didn't growing up, we didn't have a cage.
So what did you do then? What did you do football wise? How were you practicing?
So I mean, we just kind of played on the streets.
Yeah.
We had, well, it's Rayners Lane now, but before it was just concrete. So playing football, we had to learn how to ride challenges and not drop on the floor, because if we dropped on the floor, we cut our knees open,
Yeah,
cut our
got ya.
trousers open, and yeah, mum wouldn't be happy when we got home. So yeah, we had to learn how to like ride the challenges and stuff.
And is it more positive today, do you think? Are you seeing positive changes?
I think with social media and technology, I think a lot more kids are less outside than what they should be. I think with my generation, it was like knock on the door, we all come out, we're all playing, and even if we don't know someone, one person, a group of like two turns to four to five, and plus, I grew up in Harrow, so even when I came here, I met most of those people through just playing street football, and now I'm still friends with them now. So even when I come here, some of them that I hear, I still say hi to them. So yeah.
And that's what you want to see, I take it, in today's society then going forward.
Yeah.
You want to see more of that sort of connections, building sort of teamwork and opportunities more available for youngsters as well.
100%, because I think, especially being in like team building, that can filter into your adult life. So when you're going into a new job, you're going to have to work in a team. That can work, and it makes your job more easier, because then you know how to work with different people and different skill sets. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you, Calvin. Keep using that energy, keep using that experience to pass on to the others, and hopefully we can see some of the youngsters from these cages end up going on to be positive role models and also play football or be in sports and go and lead good lives. Thanks a lot for your time today, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care, man.
You take care.
Don't forget to rate the cage in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Look out for next video.